My name is Iris Hefets, and I'm in the board of the Jewish Voice for Peace in Germany and Psychoanalyst who works in Berlin. And I take usually part in the pro-Palestinian demonstrations, which I also think are pro-Israeli demonstrations, because I see no future for Israel if Israel is going to go on with this genocidal policy. It's actually so destructive that also the Israeli society, the Israeli Jewish society, is about to go on to the point of no return. And I think it's very important also to come to these demonstrations, because this is where the political act is taking part. And political, I mean, if you're doing something political, you have to be willing to pay a price for that. I was also once in the anti-AfD demonstrations, because I wanted to see what it is and to feel how it is. I think it's not going to work that much and not going to last also that much, because we are talking about demonstrations where people are not getting out of their comfort zone. They are doing the right thing. They are doing what is bon ton. Yes, they are doing, things which are chic and a la moda. But you don't have to pay any price for that. And therefore, I don't really believe that it's going to do something and some change. It's about being the right person. So it's like reading the right newspaper, having the right clothes, or going to the right demonstration. That's actually an identity thing. So you do that for your identity.
I went to the anti-AfD demo today, and my remark is almost 80-85% of people who are there, 60 years old and over. And I ask, where are the young? The people do not want to answer me. And I want to understand what the difference between this demo and those demo.
Yeah.
Because here I saw the young, many young, but I don't see them in anti-AfD demo.
Yeah.
What's your opinion?
Yeah. I think that what we see in Germany is that the older generation, that's a generation that suffered much more from the Second World War. So they felt also themselves and experienced the loss of democracy and war, and what war brings, and the destruction of democracy, what it brings with it. The young generation in Germany, they grew up in another reality, and for them it's more an identity thing. It's really, it's something that you can decorate yourself and say, well, we need diversity, so we need people who are migrants. But diversity comes to end when it's not really comfort. So, for example, if it's the diversity of Jews who also oppose the Israeli politics and oppose the German politics, then it's hard for them and they cannot accept it. If it's diversity of colonialism that asks Germany to look into its post-colonial or still colonial time and control of other places in the world, maybe with not being there, but colonialism has many ways of operation, then it's not easy and nice for these people. And I think that the younger generation who are aware of Germany's post-colonial and colonial politics, they are here. They are not there today.
What about the double standard about the question of genocide? What is your idea about the double standard in Germany?
Well, double standards in Germany or in politics is not something new. What is new is that it became shameless. In the past they tried to hide it, but actually the beginning of the Israeli-German relationship after the war was a double standard relationship, because it was clear that Ben-Gurion's Israel is going to sign a treaty with Germany, while Adenauer, who was the chancellor at that time, has Globke, which was a big Nazi, on his side. And the Nazis were still here in Germany, and there is this tradition here still. It's not that it's over, like many of the young people would like to believe.
For my opinion, the denazification was not really complete.
I think denazification is an idea is something that's an illusion. You cannot do such a quickie process. Denazification means a process of working through, and there are many people in Germany that did this working through their own personal history. But when it's going to be the task of the institution, then the institution do it in a placative way. This is what we saw when the USA did this denazification thing, and what is Germany is trying to do, with the Holocaust Memorial Days and all this, what we called Erinnerungskultur. This memory culture is a kind of denazification, actually. It's a disavowal and denying of the Holocaust through identification with the Jews, because Germans perceived Jews as the ultimate victim. And if they identify with the Jews, then they become the victim. They are not the perpetrators. This is one thing. And the other thing, I think, that they are the psychological thing. It's very relieving for Germany that the Jews will also commit a genocide, not only Germany.